If you've dislocated your shoulder, inevitably you are going to be told to wear a sling and rest it for anywhere between 3 to 6 weeks to let things recover and heal, which sounds sensible until you actually look at the data. Now, contrary to popular belief, there actually is no evidence that wearing a sling after a shoulder dislocation improves the healing or outcomes after. If anything, it could even do the opposite. This recent study nicely highlights this by following 200 people after they suffered a first-time traumatic anterior shoulder dislocation. They were all treated non-surgically, but they compared 3 different rehabilitation approaches. The first group had a very short period of sling immobilization, only wearing a sling for 1 to 2 weeks. The next group had a standard period of sling immobilization of about 3 to 4 weeks, and the rehabilitation started after that. And then the last group had an extended period of sling use of immobilization of about 4 to 6 weeks, with rehab starting afterwards. And they found that there was no difference in the subject's range of movement, function, or risks of a second dislocation afterwards. But here's the really important bit. What they did find was that those who were immobilized and kept in the sling for longer had higher risks of their shoulder feeling unstable afterwards and needing to go for surgical interventions. So this means 2 things. Less sling use doesn't mean less healing or less stability afterwards. But more sling use does mean greater chances of needing surgery afterwards. So if you want to improve your chances of getting your shoulder functioning better and avoid the need for surgery after a traumatic shoulder dislocation, don't wear a sling for too long and start rehabilitation early. My advice to most after a shoulder dislocation is to wear a sling for about a week and then start your rehab within that first week as well. But obviously, this doesn't mean going straight into end of ranges with high speeds or intensities. Rather, it means starting working on things on early movements with control in comfortable ranges, adding gradual strengthening, building confidence and your capacity to return to high level functions within the next 3 to 6 months. So the key message is, after a shoulder dislocation, move it, don't mummify it.